Good morning, everyone. So today is July the 4th, 2024. So today would be, believe it or not, the end of Unit 1 after completing today's lessons. So today you'll be working through Activity 2-3. Now that slash simply means we're combining lessons from Chapter 2 and 3 together. Okay, so it's still only one activity, okay, and you're only going to complete the one checkpoint. So if you look below this video, you'll see number 3 where it says complete and submit activity 2-3 main checkpoint. Okay, that covers everything from 2C, 3A, 3B, and 3C, which is labeled and listed in bullet point number 2 below this video. Okay, so just to rephrase, when you're going through the lessons, so when you go through the lessons, go through, for example, if I go to content and then I click Unit 1 and then I click Activity 2-3. When you click Activities 2-3, you'll see the videos that show up with the 2 handouts and the 2 solutions, okay? Though you are not handing those in. Those are for your own learning process. After completing those, it's a good synopsis of what you need to know for today's lesson. Go through Activity 2C, okay, because below that you'll see Activity 2C, finding the roots of polynomial functions. Follow that through. It will again reiterate things that we have talked about in those 2 handouts, right? It will reinforce and allow you chances to practice, okay? And then scattered within it, you will see quizzes you have to complete, discussion posts you have to post, and I've noticed many of you have been doing that no problem, which is great. Just make sure you do that. The quizzes and the discussion posts are obviously not worth as much as the checkpoints or the tests, but if you are striving for high marks, then of course complete them all, okay? And then go through 2C, activity 3A, 3B, 3C, and then the checkpoint should be the last thing you do today, because that will cover everything that you ideally would have learned today, okay? So let me just go back to the announcements real quick. Okay, so day number 3. Okay, so let's just look ahead for a second. Actually, before we do that, just a reminder about the office hours. So again, same time today, 12:30 to 1:30. So I had a few students just log in, said hi yesterday, and then popped back out. It doesn't have to be questions pertaining to content. It could just be simply you want clarification on how you're being marked, or you want clarification on how to log into Delta Math, whatever the case may be, okay? So there's a variety of reasons you can log in and just ask me questions. But again, email is always available as well. So you'll see that by the end of today, Unit 1 is actually done, okay? Tomorrow, you will be completing, so tomorrow being Friday, July the 5th, you will be completing your very first test, which is, which is on D2L, okay? There's going to be a mix of long division, multiple choice, or not long division, sorry, long answer, multiple choice. It's a mixture of questions that cover everything that you have learned so far, okay? You will also see that underneath week 1 test, which is highlighted in green, now I'm looking at the calendar in this announcement, okay? You'll see culminating portfolio. So I don't remember if I mentioned this in any of the previous videos, but there is no exam, okay? There is the culminating portfolio, which is a portfolio of things you will be doing, tasks you will be completing, and I will be marking it on the very last day, which is July the 26th, okay? This is obviously worth a large chunk of your mark. And the exact amount is, let me just double check now. Is it worth a large chunk? So tomorrow you'll see the Dropbox open for the culminating portfolio, and it'll be a series of tasks you have to complete, okay? Tomorrow's video will describe that in more detail, but that's just what you have coming up. So with that being said, you can also see that tomorrow there is no lesson, meaning you won't be learning anything new. And that's going to be the same for every Friday in this course, okay? So Monday to Thursday is really heavy content. Friday is typically just a test and the culminating portfolio. Okay. I think I got everything covered. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Everything seems to be fine so far. Tasks are being completed. Marks are being updated on D2L. And if you received, check your emails. A couple of you have received an email from me just regarding missing either orientation or just the orientation. I haven't emailed out about missing activity 1 and 2 yet. But I will be sending emails out frequently if you start falling behind a little bit, okay? With regards to attendance, somebody asked me about that today. The attendance is taken. As long as I see you logged in, that counts as you being here, okay? Now, because some students do log in, print out the stuff they do need, and then log out, and then work accordingly. So make sure you do log in every day, and do plan to dedicate 4 or 5 hours a day, whether it's in the morning, night, mid-afternoon, whatever. Just plan to dedicate that much time if you're taking this course for the first time. And even if you're not, it is a 12U course, and if you want to do well, make sure you are allocating the appropriate amount of time to be successful. If you do not log in for, I believe it's 4 days straight, the admin team will remove you, okay? And that's the obvious, the reason behind that is missing 4 days is the equivalent of missing a full month of class, and a full month in a 12U class is a lot of material. Yeah. But besides that, if you have any questions, again, feel free to send me an email. Talk soon. Bye now.